My bad.
So our first stud may be the most unlikely culprit on this list. Our very own Texan. We love him. Will Fuller the fifth. 14 catches for 217 yards and 3 touchdowns. By far his biggest day as a Texan. Maybe doubled like his overall career production in one game here. Like we did not see this coming. I predicted last week that Deshaun Watson would have a huge day, which he did. We'll get to him in a minute. But you would think it would be Hopkins and not Fuller is the biggest benefit of that. So, what do you think about Will Fuller moving forward?
I mean, I think you have to play him this coming week at Kansas City. I mean, I think Hopkins is going to come around too, but still, I think after that performance, 16 targets, 14 catches, 200 yards, you're playing him again. I don't see how you sit him this week.
What if I told you that Bill O'Brien was his head coach? Then does that change your mind?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, you're still, I don't know. You can't really, I don't know who you're starting over him now.
Yeah.
Well, you know Derek's starting him for sure.
Well, that's a
This
given.
week, yeah.
After he had him on the bench.
Well, you can't blame him for that.
Yeah,
I wonder what
but it's fun
percentage
too.
do you think he was started? Like 20%, 30% of leagues?
Yeah, I mean, even right now, he's 30% started, and that's going into this week. So, yeah, it was probably less than that.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I mean,
he,
you never thought he would be a guy that would catch 14 passes. Like he's just, the big play guy.
Well, he's
But I
always
mean,
been that boom or bust, though. Yeah, he's either getting you fucking 25 or 30, or 4 or 5.
that's also too.
Deshaun,
You can throw him 20 passes when he's wide open. He's not going to catch 14 of them just because he's that bad.
so Deshaun only completed 28 passes, so he had half of his receptions or half of his passes were completed to Will Fuller. That's just crazy to me.
Real quick though, while we're on the Texans, I get a bunch of. No, Austin's going to hate this. I get asked a lot about Deandre Hopkins and will he start, performing. What do you have to say?
Yes, buy low. Try your best to get DeAndre Hopkins on your team. He's about to start going off.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's going to be selling low on Hopkins. Like, I feel like if you drafted him, you took him in the first round this year, and you're not just going to give him up for anything. So,
Well, you're going to have to give up something to get him, but I think that if you have Hopkins, you're probably, since you invested that first round pick in him, you probably don't have the best record right now. So you might be trying to do a flip one and get 2 or 3 guys back. So in the right
maybe.
situation,
Yeah, you're right.
which I'm trying to do with the DeAndre Hopkins owner in our league, but it ain't going to work, but I can try.
That's a that's the problem with the buy low and the sell high stuff. It doesn't work when you're talking about like these stud guys you drafted in the first round because no one's gonna sell low on a guy that unless you're Austin and you're selling David Johnson.
Damn.
That wasn't even selling low. That was just selling.
That's true. He was kind of selling medium, but sold for low. I don't know. It was weird, but okay.
That's the thing this year. Just let me go over the top 5 wide receivers. Maybe y'all can guess them. There's really, honestly, yes, and there's one wide receiver in here, and it's Michael Thomas, who I would have guessed would be in the top 5. But other than that, none of these players I would have guessed would be in the top 5.
So it's Chris Godwin,
Yep,
Michael
number
Thomas.
1. Yeah, Michael Thomas is 4. We play half PPR, by the way.
Well, I have one listed on here. Amari Cooper.
Yep, Amari Cooper's 2, who I would have guessed would have been 5 to 10, but not a top 5 guy.
And I have the top 5. You could see him
being a top 5, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the 5th because I was doing my research, DJ Chark.
What about Keenan Allen?
Nope, he's 6.
All DJ these Shark's have number 5?
Yep, DJ Shark, 94 points. All these guys have 94 and above.
It's the year of the wide receiver 2.
Yeah, it's going back.
And then Cooper Kupp, number 3.
Oh, I forgot about Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, and Will Fuller is actually the wide receiver 8 with 76 points.
Oh, yeah, when you put 50 up 50 points.
Yeah.
And then Cortland Sutton's 9, and Tyler Lockett's 10. The number ones are going to come around, but still, it's a pretty crazy. DeAndre Hopkins is the 21st ranked wide receiver right now.
When we do this at the end of the year, the guys at the top will be your main guys.
Put it on the board.
Yeah, like Juju and Odell.
I don't know about Juju. But Hopkins definitely will be up there. He's about to get going.